Hello, I'm TechniGénMachina and welcome back to Tech Talking Therapy. And today's topic will be music. Um, I actually know how I'm gonna start this off. I'm gonna ask have you ever had a question? And my have you ever had question is basically like, have you ever had that you're just scrolling through your music folder uh, on your phone and come across a lot of music that you used to like a lot and still are very good, but you just not feel like listening to them. And I think I have an idea why that is, but I will touch that upon later on the video. But first, I'm just gonna give you just a small history course of what my how you say that? My experiences with music. Basically, music I already got pretty young in my life with, because my dad was a very music heavy person and liked to have music play almost 24. No, not really 24/7, but a lot of the days. And so most of the his is like very old rock, like Alice Cooper, Halloween, other stuff like that. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit rusty on that front, because I listen a lot of modern rock and not really the old ones, except of AC/DC. But yeah, that one still stays the same. And Nevada. But beside that, eventually, when I really became sensitive about or just aware um, about music myself, was kind of in sixth, seventh, maybe eighth grade of elementary. Yeah, because from then to pretty much every time someone asked me from what music do you like, I basically always answered like, I like this stuff that sounds nice. I didn't really have a special kind of flavor on music genres and that kind of stuff. But actually, that kind of made of a twist after I gone to middle school. Because after I gone to middle school, I started to listen to a lot of hip hop and rap, especially Dutch rap from a few Dutch artists like Ali B, Mark Frans. Is that his name? I have actually no idea. It's the reason why I remember Ali B is because his name is really memorable, but I don't know what the other guy was. Huh. Anyway, I've been listening to pretty much the entirety of the first grade of middle school to that, to eventually when I stepped, eventually when I don't know if it was before or if it was because of my my second ex, but I actually started on the social media site called Hives. It was in the Netherlands very high. It's now closed down, so don't bother to look at it. Or wait, now it's not closed down. It's more game related, I think. I don't know. I stopped with it a long time ago. But I eventually came in contact with very Christian rock, maybe emotion rock. I don't really know how you say it, but it's kind of like Skrillex, Breaking Benjamin, stuff like that. Where what was used a lot in the Warrior Cat roleplay scenarios and stuff, and especially like sketching of scenes in the books. I've read those books. I'm not gonna touch upon this in the video because I think I will just make that another video. and basically started like that, and then eventually just I actually catched a lot up on Skillet, and I actually even though it's a very old one and it still had some sort of the points that I'm gonna touch upon later on the video, it's still nice music to listen to, especially the newer albums. Breaking Benjamin I've dropped ever since. I think I also especially and after that I'm gone googling, and you always get those things on YouTube of other things. You start clicking, you start listening, and eventually I came across Escape the Fate, and let me just quickly look. Escape the Fate, Age of Its Sevenfold, Black for Brides. I think Blink ain't no 182 was later. Daft Punk, especially the Disturbed. Adventurous. Yeah. It was also later. And yeah, Gorillaz eventually, Green Day, Hailstorm was later. I will push upon it later. It's also later. What was another one? Papa Roach also. I still like that sometimes to listen to. The Prodigy was a little bit later. I'm just scrolling now to my music list. Oh yeah, 40 Seconds to Mars. I'm not really listening to that nowadays. Especially all those bands that I kinda called out just a moment ago. Excuse me, I have some kind of a block in my throat. And eventually I had some difficulties with my second exit. It's a long story. I think I will never touch upon that because it's kind of a sensitive story. But let's just say from after we spoke again, we also exchanged a lot of music, and I think some of the bands that I just called were brought up. Eventually later, a lot later in middle school, eventually I picked up what I said, Blink 182. I listened to some Bring Me to the Horizon, but I actually have stopped to Daft Punk, Cubed, Falling in Reverse, Fit for Rivals. 5 Finger Death Punch was later. That was also later. No wait, Hollywood Undead I actually touched upon in the middle, in the later version, years of middle school. Homestick music, especially in the later years of middle school. Okay, Choice was later. Knife Party. I'm not sure about Live Party. I think it was either in very late middle school and early high school that I got, or it was somewhere only. I don't know. It happened. I have it in my playlist apparently now. Linkin Park was especially later. Oh yeah, My Chemical Romance. My Chemical Romance was end of middle high school, I think. Middle school, sorry. With all kinds of stuff, and the reason why I especially listened to a lot of bands was because I had some aggression issue, some build-up aggression, and I kind of felt like some some things were my ex's fault. When I now think about it, it was stupid for me, but still, because we were both in the wrong. I think I was more in the wrong than she was, but still. Um, but music can be very powerful in expressing emotions, or basically like, I don't know if that makes sense. If I don't know if it makes sense what I'm about to say, but music can sometimes get you. And what I think I mean with that is that music can sometimes, if you're in a mood and you try to, if you in some kind of a negative mood, and you try to talk with someone about it. Sometimes the person doesn't really get 100% from what you mean or what you try to express. But music, in the other hand, it can actually really really understand your emotion, or basically feel like you've been understood in some way. It's kind of a weird way to say that, but I had that actually. Eventually, just I had a lot of bad feelings, and eventually, when I listened to those music, it was like someone talking to someone, and he understood you, and that kind of made me go past those feelings. Eventually, what I touched upon later in the start of high school, when I'm like the first and half of the second, was AC/DC was still in middle school. Birdie was also in middle school. She makes good music, okay? It's very nice, relaxing to listen to. Don't judge me. In the comments, I judge you so hard. Cube was in high school. Epic Rap Battle of History was also later version of high school. Ice Has to Kill. Five Finger Death Punch. Oh yeah, Skrillex was also in a very early part, in the middle of. Actually, it was actually together with Skillet. So that was kind of funny, but Skrillex and Skillet, because it looked so much alike. Hill School was in was in high school. Excuse me. The Heavy. The only reason I have the only number I have from The Heavy is the Short Charge Hero, and that's simply because it's the intro of Born and Stew, and I like that song a lot. Jeff Williams is actually from, I actually downloaded that last summer vacation. It's very nice music to listen to. Kate Joyce was in high school. Knife Party was, I think, now in high school. Linkin Park, I got some numbers in together with Skillet, but a lot of the extra albums I got in high school. Maroon 5 was in high school. Minecraft related music was in high school, I think. Yeah, because I started Minecraft in like the first semester. Jesus, I've been almost playing Minecraft for 4 years now. Gee, damn. Nero's Day Disneyland was, I think I found that out in high school, because probably for some guys it may be sound familiar, but for others who never heard of it. But there's one music that everybody knows, and that's the theme of PewDiePie. And if you just look up Child Protective Service. Child Protective Service. It's gotta cut away. Let me just quickly try to get the full thing. Child Protective Service theme. The thing may know, but everybody knows this melody. And that's basic, and everybody knows that because that's the theme of PewDiePie. But was originally from New York State and Disneyland, and for some people who are going to look this up, be prepared, because this is the I think the only positive music in the album, because the rest is kinda, what the fuck did I just listen to? But it's interesting nonetheless. Nevada was in high school. Noisia was, I think, either middle school or high school. I don't know. The Offspring was in high school. Pendulum was surely in high school. Pierce the Veil was something of last year. The Rasmus was from high school. Robert Blanker is basically like the unofficial homesick music, especially related to the ancestors. Was from either high school or middle school, I don't know. Savant was surely of high school. Simple Plan was, I think I had it earlier, but I didn't really listen to. But I actually really started listening to it when in the first year of high school, simply because it was. Simple Plan is basically like Simple Plan is mostly music of guys who are kind of social awkward and kind of a loner, and have some issues with some stuff with society. And because I had a lot of those issues back then, I gravitated to those music because, like I said, I felt like it understood me. Skrillex. Sleeping with Sirens was, I think it was because of my my third ex. Yeah, it was. I got to know it through my third ex, and also she also gave me more numbers of My Chemical Romance. From then, Tenacious D. I think it was late middle school, because I came in contact with it from a friend of a friend of mine. Two Steps from Hell was from high school, early high school. U2. I don't listen to U2. It's just something like your app store directly give it to you or something. I think it was an action from last year. Monster Cat. I especially remember, like, I started listening Monster Cat pretty much at the start of high school, but I downloaded my first albums at my first internship, and I don't know, maybe if you still remember it, but in that internship I had to do that very tedious constant work with the buckets. Well, I just set music. I think it was the it was album 13. It had like for guys who maybe know it, it has the like Razor Sharp from Packboard Nerds. Delusions from Direct, Scorpion Pit from Protostar, Toothless Honky, what the hell, Short Steps, and that kind of stuff. Vanadian Process, I think it was I think it was high school, because I came in contact with basically with I looked into the downloads of a texture pack that I use a lot, and that is Gleamer Steampunk texture pack. And the Vanadian Process with Beyond the Machine, the instrumental version, was a free download to swap it with the normal Minecraft music. The 3Gs is something from late high school, and 40 Seconds to Mars. And it's basically all my excuse me. All my music I have on my phone as we speak. I think I have a lot more stuff saved on my PC, but I think you get the idea what kind of stuff I listen to now. And to come back with my previous point, a lot of the music, like I think like 30% of the music I own now on my my phone, I'm not listening to anymore. And the bands I'm specifically not listening to more are Breaking Benjamin, Black for Brides, Angel Sevenfold. I sometimes listen to the older stuff of Escape the Fate, some major stuff of Escape the Fate, even though it's still my favorite band of all times. But a lot of the music I'm just not listening to it, simply because I don't have those emotions anymore. And it's like if you have negative emotions, and you listen to something negative music, and it has a positive effect on you. If a negative words, if it has a negative effect of it, please stop, because you're gonna basically flush yourself down the drain with it, because it will not help. If you, it's only works if you have those negative feelings, and you had that same thing that I had, like, hey, that the music gets me, and then it only has an extra effect on you, like a positive effect. But the reason I don't listen to it anymore, because I don't have those negative feelings anymore. And that's a lot thanks to my current girlfriend, and I'm sure she's going to listen to this in the future, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for flooring up my day. And I think I let her. With that said, I think her neighbors are going to be angry again, because she will be screaming all over the apartment. Yeah, you're welcome. But because I don't have those feelings anymore, and I've tried to listen to it, but then I quickly be bored even from it, and just search for other stuff to listen to, because it's negative, and negative, and if you're very positive, you don't really feel like listening to negativity, unless you have some other reason. I don't know. Everybody has a reason for something. But that's basically the reason why I listen to like 30% of the stuff that I've saved on my phone, not anymore. I think I'm also gonna clear out my phone from it, actually, because I use like 20 gigs on music now. Like I think I've like a lot of weeks on music where we speak. For some person that will be nothing in comparison with what they have. But for me it's a lot. Actually, I think I've said what I wanted to say. So I'm gonna wrap this up now. If you like, if you have any suggestions of other topics I maybe can talk about, or just want to leave a comment, or for the people, for the guys, girls on the Cliff server, or others who I talk with daily, and it's be like, hey, I want also be on text talking therapy. Feel free to leave a comment, or for those guys who want to come, just leave something on my Twitter. I'd be happy to do a collaboration. So I hope you liked the video. The next week I will be mass producing this, because I have a shitload of free time, because I have vacation for 1 week. Woo! So also before I stop the video, I'm gonna have a schedule. I'm gonna have a schedule set up for how I will upload my videos. How it's gonna be from now on. It will probably be like on Monday. Like the times when I can upload is the time when I go to school, and it will often be from Monday to Tuesday, Thursday. Wait, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Monday to Thursday, and Friday, because I Friday don't have any school, and in the weekends I'm also home. So yeah, that's why. So so on Monday I mostly will do let's play stuff. I think I'm even going to do just Minecraft related stuff, like hey, Minecraft Monday, woo! And on Tuesday I will do, on Tuesday and Thursday I will do an text talking therapy, because more T's. I already have 3 T's in it. Why not 4? Why not 5? Wednesday I will also do a let's play of various games. I don't know what. What I have though recorded the first episode of a new series. I think I will, and by the time this goes up, I think I already have uploaded it. And maybe if I have the possibility, I'm not sure. If I have the possibility, I might upload some very small things either on Friday or along the weekend. I'm not going to make a promise for that, because my internet is shit. I have like 5 MBs per second. And that's not even although I know friends who have worse 5 MBs per second, it literally takes me like 4 hours to upload something of 10 minutes of footage. What's like 200 MBs. So have I recovered now? Yes, I have recovered. So that will be all. I hope you liked the video. I think that's the third time I said that. Dit is TechniGémMachina, logging out.